Hey, I'm just going to demo here Ben's lovely. This is the blue wallet. I'm going to hit scan. I'm going to scan this. I'm hitting play. I'm hitting pay now.
Hold your breath, Ben. Hold your breath.
It's thinking. It's thinking. The Lightning Network sending. Oh, and it's done. And there it goes. This is how beautiful. Anybody can do this, folks.
Yeah, just
have fun.
Send sats that way, and Ben will be all up in smoke.
Man, it really is beautiful how quick it is.
What Martin was saying blends well into the exit question. How would you compare what's looking like potential 2 crypto felons here? Of course, McAfee deserves a fair trial, but it doesn't look good. If he's in jail and Ross is in jail, how do you compare them? Obviously, McAfee had the lifestyle, he had the drugs, he had the boats, all of that. Ross seems a lot more insular. Let's go to Ben Ark, who seems to be on fire.
Sorry, what was the question?
How would you compare Ross Ulbricht and John McAfee, our 2 Bitcoin criminals, it looks like?
I mean,
alleged
a lot of people refer to themselves as libertarian, but I mean, maybe they have that's the aim, is to have that level of freedom. But these guys, I suppose, they are living by the thing which they're preaching. I mean, there is a comparison to be had there, but it just shows that, like Martin said, if you break the law, and I think McAfee, he would file his tax return and just say, I'm not paying this tax because I think it's immoral or something. Every year for like a few years, 5 years or something, or 3 years, they're going to come after you. They have to come after you. They've got no choice. So
someone's having fun at home. Just yeah.
There we go.
There we go. I got one more up there. Josh Shigala, your thoughts comparing Ross and John McAfee?
Look, at the end of the day, it's about what if people get hurt. For me, my philosophy is on first principles. Don't do something that will harm others. And you can say it's harming them by promoting a scam. People that are unfortunate in society that don't have enough brain cells to rub together. For me, it's about family around them and friends to let them know and protect them. I think government doing an overarching just everybody rule doesn't work. I think definitely Ross doesn't deserve what's there. He built the first implementation of an experiment. It's been far overreached now by the full-on dark markets of full-on mafias, way more dangerous, way worse than ever before. What he was building, what he built, and probably gave away or sold, and sort of took part in later, just to admin. I'm not sure of the details, but really, it was about giving adults the ability to buy something that will harm themselves. And for me, it deserves maybe a trial and a punishment in one way if you're living in a society that's not allowed. Okay, but 10 lifetimes and a this and a that or whatever they scapegoated him with was really terrible. John McAfee also, look, if you're a total fool to buy something that is just going to go up because he talks about it, then you're just trying to scam someone else as well by buying it because you're waiting for someone else to hold the bag after you. So it's a game that everyone knew what they were playing pretty much. I can guarantee maybe there was a couple of idiots in there, but in terms of tax evasion, yeah, if you're living in a country that charges tax and you don't want to pay taxes, then move to a country that doesn't charge you tax and drop the residency of the country that charges you tax. Don't stay residents of the country that charges you tax and expect not to pay it.
And he certainly could have done that. He had plenty of opportunity. He's been wealthy for a long time. The antivirus thing before all this other stuff. Certainly Roger Ver, just as an example, as soon as he kind of became Bitcoin wealthy, it seemed like he exited the US and I assume was all above board. So McAfee had the same options that Ver had as well. So.
Yeah.
Martin, your thoughts comparing Ross and John McAfee?
On this exit with, vote with your feet principle doesn't always work. It works if you're like non-US resident. If poor Ben, if you're a non-US resident, then you can actually move to another place which a more favorite climate. If you're a US resident, you can't just do that. They will do an exit tax, and they will charge you something like the past 10 years. So if you make the money just before you left the country, then they'll charge you back like this exit tax for 10 years. So in a way, it's all not, Josh's comment is not always very valid. On the subject of Ross versus McAfee, I think, okay, Ross, some people call him a hero. For me, it was just an ordinary drug dealer, but an ordinary drug dealer gets an ordinary sentence, and his sentence was very, very, very harsh. From the looks of it, they just wanted to set an example, like, build a dark market and we'll come after you, which is unfortunate, because I think he would have learned this lesson after 10 years in jail. And I just looked at the McAfee, what they each account had something 7 accounts, and each was between 5 and 20 years of jail time. So imagine if it's 5 years for each account, 5 years, it's 35 years in jail. I mean, just look at the guy. He's not going to survive 35 years in jail. So it's just too much. And unfortunately, I think they'll get him for that. I feel a bit sorry for his wife too, because she's really friendly lady, and and for him itself too. It's just, I don't know, it just feels wrong. On the other hand, I think they should do some time. They've been scamming and doing the pump and dump scheme, so you can't just get away with that. The amount of time in both cases is just severe, way too much. This is all I have to say about it.
Jail never used to be a thing that you did for life. Jail was a thing where you stayed until you had a judgment, and then you would get the punishment. Back in the day. Now jail is like, well, we did jail or death sentence and jail or life. It's weird, because society then pays for these people that did non-violent crimes for life, like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a year, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, to keep one person. It's just crazy. For me, it's crazy.
I don't know. You also used to be able to buy your way out of jail, or if your uncle was the Duke or something, he'd get you out of jail.
Yeah.
You could even buy your way into heaven in the old days.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot more things that you could buy.